Good morning, FlossTube. How's everybody doing today? It is Saturday, September the 20th, 2025, and my name is Tanya, and I am welcoming you to my YouTube page, YouTube spot, FlossTube, whatever it is. You're welcome here. I'm so happy to have you. If you're new, I hope that you'll enjoy some of the content that you see here and might perhaps think about subscribing and liking the video. And if you've been following me along, I thank you so much for supporting me, and I appreciate your being here and your comments and your likes on my videos. Multiple Lanes Creative Brain, that is the name of my YouTube channel. I am located in Eastern Canada in a beautiful Prince Edward Island. And today it is a beautiful sunny day, so I'm happy to report that it's not too cold yet. Though this morning it was kind of chilly. It's warming up as the sun comes out, so that's good. It's been 2 weeks since my last video. I have filmed fairly regularly lately, so I'm quite proud of myself for remembering to film. As if I don't film every 2 weeks, then I have way too many whips, and it ends up being a fairly large ordeal to get everything done. Excuse me. It is always the thing. As soon as you start filming for FlossTube, you either get an itchy nose or a scratchy throat or something. And I didn't bring a drink, so bear with me. I have 10 counted cross stitches to show you today, and I have 3 stamp projects to share with you today. I've had a decent couple weeks of stitching, but I have to admit there's been a couple of times in the last few weeks when my restlessness didn't know what to stitch on. I think I'm starting to get to the point where I have so many whips, works in progress, that it's difficult to choose which ones to work on. But I was diligent, and I persevered, and I stitched every single day on my 2025 HAED stitch along. Heaven and Earth Designs, for those that don't know. At the tail end of the year, they announce their stitch along. They show you 12 different patterns to choose from. You pick the one you want to do. And at the start of the new year, they start releasing installments. And it comes out in 4 installments. Every 3 months, you get another set of stitches. I chose Drinks on the Beach, this little space right here. Other than the mesh you see on the shelf, it will be where I put my pictures of my befores and my afters and what it will look like when it's done and all that good stuff. So I chose Drinks on the Beach. I love the bright colors and the beautiful beachy vibes. So I completed installment 1 before installment 2 came out. I completed installment 2 before installment 3 came out. And I started to wonder if it was going to be possible for me to finish installment 3 before installment 4 comes out, because it was starting to be a bit of a little bit of a slump with it. Because by the time you're finished installment 3, you have 72,675 stitches, and that's a lot to do in a year. And that's not I guess 9 months, and that's not even all the other stitching I'm doing. But I am happy to report that I have completed installment 3. I finished it yesterday morning with the last 307 stitches. I am so proud of myself. So we'll start with that one first, since it is my big accomplishment. I just got to find it inside of my bag of whips that I've got beside me. There we go. So for a little bit of stats on my Drinks on the Beach, the last time you seen it, and will be a picture of the last time you seen it, there was 67,240 stitches. And since then, I've completed 5,435 stitches to bring it to 100% complete at 72,675 stitches. So here is what it looks like now. Installment 3 is finished. It's so bright and so colorful. So installment 4 is quite a bit shorter, so I do have enough of a margin here. It'll only be about half the size of what's been released. They've been like 24,000 stitches. And I'm pretty sure there's somewhere around 92,000 stitches. So I think it'd be about 20,000 more stitches and to be completed before January 31st, and I have no doubt that I will get that completed. So yay me, I have a finish for now. It does take a lot of my time to do the HAED cell. I'm not sure if I'll do it next year or not. It depends on what images there are. Because it's a fair commitment to do it, and I am one of those people that if I set forth a challenge that it needs to be finished, and I have to finish it. So that is my first one I want to show you. The second one I'm going to show you is one that you've seen before, and it is one that I've been working on for my husband. It is called Maverick, and I got this chart from Thread Geeks. And this is what it will look like when it is finished. And what it would have looked like the last time you seen it. Since the last time you seen it, I put in 1,506 stitches. We are now at 22,502 stitches completed out of 78,732 stitches for 28.58%. And this is where we are now. I've worked all the way to the edge of the chart, and I'm working down. So it is as wide as it's going to be. So my goal is to stitch this all the way down inside this Q-snap, move the Q-snap, and keep on trucking. I think it looks great. Now I remember telling my husband I'm going to do that for him for Christmas last year. And then I remember saying I would do it for Christmas this year. Yeah, I know it can be done because there's 72,000 stitches in the HAED cell so far that I've done this year, and this one's only 78,000. So if I focus on it, it could get done quicker. So until the next HAED installment comes out, I'm hoping to get 500 stitches a day at least on this until the next installment comes out and starts taking up all of my time again. All right, so the next one I want to show you is one of my new starts from last time that I videoed. It's a Long Dog Sampler Lattitude. It's one of their newest charts. This is what it will look like when it is finished. I did not put a ton of stitches into it since the last time you've seen it, but I have put some, and we're on Roxy Flossco 40 count platinum, I believe. I'm doing it 1/2. Oh, I forgot to mention that the HAED cell is 20 count 2/1, and the Maverick one is 18 count 2/1. So this is what it would have looked like the last time you've seen it, and since then I've only put another 367 stitches into it. I have 1,199 stitches out of 48,921 for 2.45%. And here we are now. It's really cute and very delicate looking. I really like it. My thoughts are I'm going to do a strand a day. I can get about 110 stitches with a strand a day, so I'm going to try to be diligent and put 1 strand a day to get that 100 stitches in every day. And I'm using a Forbidden Fiber Co. floss. I don't know if 244 is a number or it was kind of like one of their oopsie skeins or whichever it's that they had on a sale. That is that one. Now the next one I want to show you is a restart. I had bought the Heaven and Earth Designs Hidden Harbour, and I'll put the chart of what it will look like when it's finished here. I had bought it and started on 25 count 1/1, and I'm just finding, although I can do it, I don't enjoy it as much because it is a little harder for me to see. As I get older, I'm 51 now, so as I get older, I find that my vision is getting worse and worse, and I just struggle a little to see on the 25 count. So I ordered a new piece of fabric, another 20 count piece of fabric, like what I got Heaven Earth Designs the Sal on. So I decided to restart Hidden Harbour, And since I restarted it, I did 1,413 stitches out of 135,150 for 1.05%. And this is a selected size, I believe. And it is, it's not max color, but it's expanded color. So there's like 150 colors in it. And I started this time at the bottom right corner instead of the top right corner. And this is where I am so far with Hidden Harbour. I think it's kind of neat how you're starting to see like some stems, like flower stems come in. And I put in this reddish color this morning and I'm like, oh, I got flowers coming. So I'm really happy with this one now. I enjoy it much better. It's 2/1, 20 count. I don't mind the thicker look to it because I like the saturation level, especially for one that's going to be such a colorful project. So that is that one. Let's see, what do I have next? Next I have another HAED design. It is a mini. It is a Hannah Lynn. It's a mini Maxine. And this is what it will look like when it is finished. And this is one that I have on a scroll rod. And if I have a photograph of what it looked like the last time you would have seen it, I will place that up here as well. So mini Maxine, I put in 857 stitches. We're now at 12,071 stitches out of 71,100 for 16.98%. And here we are. I basically started working more of the black of her hair and the outlining down, and I started filling in a little bit of more of what's going on here, kind of like finding an empty spot and going with it and working it through. I love the colors in this one. I think she's a party. So that's Mini Maxine from Heaven Earth Designs. All right, so the next one I have on my list to show you is the one I started for my birthday. It is Real Comfort. Let me just get the page out here. Real Comfort from Plum Street Samplers. And this is a photocopy and it got cut off a little bit. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. I'm using all of the called for floss and fabric and everything. I have just really always had a love of that design. And if I have a photograph of what it looked like the last time you've seen it, I will put it here. And here is where we're at now. I'm just working on filling in this first page. I didn't even know that was a bird until I finished stitching the beak. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a bird. So yeah, that is Real Comfort by Plum Street Samplers. I love the colors. There's such a fall vibe, and I love fall. I'm not a fan of it getting colder, but I do love the colors and the smells and everything that go along with fall. And I have this in my Crafty Emily bag with the kitty gnomes and the sparkly vinyl. It is so pretty. I love it. Set that there. All right, so the next one I want to show you is Shannon Christine Designs. It was part of the Christmas club that I was in last year. And it is the Christmas mugs. I've got one complete out of the 12. And this time I was working on the Santa Claus mug. I put another 1,400 stitches into it. It's about 75% complete. And I'm not sure if I put a picture of what it looked like before, if I have it. And here we are now. It's almost done. But I have a little bit of a counting error somewhere in the border. It's not lining up. So I got mad at it and put it away. But I will figure out where it is and I will fix it. But it's cute. Little Santa mug, and there's the other little mug that I had finished. So I worked on that one. See, when I don't know what to work on, I have little tiny decision wheels that I can just like spin it and it'll give me something. And if I want to work on it, I do. And if I don't want to work on it, I don't. All right, next one I worked on is one you haven't seen for a little while. And it is by the Witchy Stitcher. It is the tarot. I've got a 25 count Lugana in black that I'm working on it with. If I have a photograph of what it looked like the last time you've seen it, I will put it here. Don't really have a picture of what the finished product looked like because the frame is separate from each of the cards. And the card I'm working on now is the second card, and it is the Magician card. There's 9,660 stitches in the Magician card, and I've got 2,239 of them done. So it's 23.18%. I was able to use the old style, like when you have Pattern Keeper and you have the option to upload it into Pattern Keeper with the older version, it worked. So I was able to put it into Pattern Keeper, mark off the stitches I had already done, and then complete a bunch more. So there is where we are with the Magician card. You can see his little bunny face coming in. And I just love the Fool. Look at him, he's so cute. So cute. So yeah, that is the Witchy Stitcher, the Tarot. Nostalgic Tarot. I love the colors in it. All right, so the next one that I worked on is Owl Forest Embroidery. It is the one everyone's doing, the Emerald City. I'm not following along with the group. I'm not in the group. I just seen people were stitching it and thought that sounds like a great idea. And I liked it, so I said I'm going to do it too. I'm not keeping up, and I'm not doing it from where they started out because it was released in different segments, so you can very easily just do each one as it goes. I'm doing it on a Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric that I just got from a grab bag, so I don't know, it doesn't have a name. I think it's a 32 count. So the last time I had just started the dress, so I didn't get a lot done. I just basically did the bottom part of the dress. And I'm subbing out for some like sparkly floss from time to time. Like I put ruby red slippers up here, and I'm putting that sparkly red in her dress. So I didn't get a lot done. I just worked on her dress. Maybe 100 stitches or so. Just one afternoon picked it up and decided to put a few stitches into it. And the last stamped one I'm going to show you is a new, or sorry, counted one I'm going to show you is a new start. I subscribe to the historical sampler company. Can't think of it. Anyways, the Cotton and Twine box. And the one we just got was the Halloween one. Happy Halloween. And I thought it was cute, and I was itching for a new start, so I thought I'm going to pull it out and start it. So 32 count linen, and that's my start. Happy Kitty, or Kitty Happy, whatever way you want to look at it. I think it looks good. Long ways to go. I don't know if I'll have this done for Halloween. I'm not typically a Halloween stitcher, but I thought this was really cute, so I wanted to start it. So there we go. And that is all of my counted stitching. So I'm going to move along very quickly to my stamped. Where did I put? Underneath the other ones. So I worked on 3 different stamp projects. If I have a picture of what it looked like before, I will share it here. This is, let's see if I can move things around a little bit so I can show you. This one's from NKF, and it's like ship in a bottle, basically. I call it ship in a bottle. It's called To Have High Ambitions. And I'm starting from the bottom. This is a stamped kit. And this is where I am now. So basically just all of this bottom is done, and I was working on filling filling in this space here. I like stamped kits for when you don't feel like counting, you don't feel like making mistakes. You just want easy stitching for the sake of stitching. So counted or stamped cross stitch definitely has a time and a place, and I enjoy them. All right, so another stamped one I am working on, and actually this is a new start since the last time I actually filmed. So I started this on the 9th of September and I filmed on the 5th. I got this from the Stamped Stitch Club. All of their artwork is licensed, and it's called Art Nouveau Ocean, and this is what it will look like when it is finished. I wanted a simple, easy, not full of blends kind of stitch. And I think this one was really beautiful, so I chose this one. And this is where it is so far. You can see on the back what I have gotten stitched. Super clear. I highly, highly recommend the Stamped Stitch Club. And they have a Facebook page as well. It is super clear, lots of margins. The print is really clear. This one is a 16 count. So yeah, I started that one. And the next one I started, also licensed artwork, and it's from Wadabiz. Wadabiz is having a color by color sale, and I think the whole concept behind it was fantastic. So basically, once a week, she spins a wheel, and there's numbers 1 through 50, because all of the kits that are in the sale were 50 colors. And whatever number that comes up, that's the color you stitch for the week. I think it's wonderful. So this is the design that I chose. I think she's beautiful. And we just started at the start of the week, and the color number was color number 18, which for me, color number 18 luckily wasn't a blend. It was 938, so it's a brown color. So here is my canvas. I think I chose, I can't remember if I chose 16 count or 18 count. It is fairly tiny. 18 count, and it is 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So this is the canvas. Super clear stamping, and all of those scattered stitches, those are 938. I still have quite a bit more to do, but you don't have to finish every single color of that, every single one of those color that comes up, because you never know, it could come up again in the wheel. It's just a really fun concept and a fun way to do some more stitching. So yeah, that is the stitching that I have gotten in on that one. So I'm enjoying that. And that concludes all of the stitching that I've done in the last 2 weeks. For the stitching that I can actually track, not including the stamped or the paper charts, I did 11,384 stitches in the last 2 weeks. It's a little less than I usually do, but like I said, I was a little bit restless, and I did dabble with another form of fabric work, I guess fabric floss, some sort. Anyways, crochet. I did pick up and do some more crochet. I had told you that I had started the triangle shawl, the hooded shawl. So I did put a few more rounds into that. Make sure I'm holding it the right way up. So this is where that is at so far. It's really easy. It's just that I have to be in the right zone. So that is the start of the hooded triangle shawl. I think it was iCrochet that I bought the pattern from. It's gonna look really awesome when it's done. And then the other day off MJ Crochet on YouTube, I saw a granny style t-shirt, and I thought like a granny stitch kind of modified style t-shirt, and I thought I would like to do that. So I'm using like a cake that I got from Hobby, Azalea, and it's just a gradient cake. It's a 4-ply gradient cake that ends up being like a 3-weight lightweight. So this is where I am on the shirt. It's just got a small cap sleeve and like a boat style neck, and I'm just tapering in the sides a little bit so it's not so wide. But so yeah, I've probably got another 8 to 10 inches more to go. I just started this 2 or 3 days ago. So that is a crochet project that I'm working on. I love the colors in the yarn. Right. And so that's it for alternative fiber work that I've been working on. And for haul, I did say that I had gotten some fabric to restart Hidden Harbour on, and I got one other trinket. I got this. This is an accessory for the Lowry stand, so that it will enable me to work on scroll rods. It basically clamps on to your scroll rod, and then you would clamp this part into your Lowry stand and be able to pivot this back and forth and be able to work on your scroll rod in your Lowry stand. So that makes it so much easier than trying to clamp a hold of one of these end pieces. So that was pretty much all I got for haul. I'm trying so hard to not buy anything else because I'm going on vacation the end of November to Germany for a week with the girls for a Christmas market tour, and I'm going to Winnipeg, Manitoba the third week of October to visit with my nephew and his children and his beautiful wife, and take my mom and my daughter there to visit. So there's a lot going on. Gotta save my pennies, so I can't buy any more cross stitch right now. Oh, but I want to. HAED's having another 50% off sale right now. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I should call them enabler videos, because I see so much beautiful, beautiful projects and patterns, and I'm just like, oh. So I just write them down in my book. I have a book that I keep track of everything that I do. I keep track of what I stitch every day. I keep track of how many whips that I have, and I have a wish list in it. So anytime I see something comes up that someone's doing, I'll go, oh, I like that, and I'll jot it on my wish list. Because if I keep coming back to it time and time again over a period of 6 months to a year and I still want to do it, well, then maybe I'll treat myself and I'll get that project. But pretty much that is it. I got a bunch of running around I have to do yet today. It's Saturday morning, 10:15 in the morning. I have to run to Charlottetown. I have to buy dog food for my dogs. My dogs are raw fed, so can't keep bulk quantities around. We got a deep freeze in the basement that I have to go get another big box of food and put in the deep freeze so my puppies can eat. And yeah, other than that, not a whole lot going on. Life has been good. It's been a beautiful week. My husband's been working on our deck, which is almost ready to start putting the decking boards on it, so I'm super excited about that. Tomorrow, my husband and my kids partners are coming, and we're going to play a couple of rounds of mini golf. We do it every year. It's our 12th annual family fun day. So we go and we play a couple of rounds of mini golf, and then we go out for dinner. And typically my husband is the reigning champion. He has been dethroned once by me over the last 12 years, a couple of times by my son, but mostly it's him. So we're going to see who wins tomorrow. My son said he's bringing his A game. So we're planning to go and enjoy, and this will be his girlfriend's first time coming to our family fun day, so hopefully she'll enjoy herself and have a good time too. So that is pretty much it for me. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. I hope that if you like the content of my video that you will consider subscribing and hitting that like button. And as always, I love to hear about what you're stitching on while you're listening or watching my video. So please comment down below what your latest favorite project is. I love looking and checking to see what they are, because EnableTube, yeah, it's EnableTube. I have more stash acquired than will probably ever be able to be done in my lifetime, but that's okay. I enjoy the stitching, so I'm just enjoying it and chucking along, and on the projects that are on counts that are a little bit too high for me right now, I'm just going to restart them on a smaller count that is easier for me to see, because I love stitching and I love seeing the images come out from what you're stitching. So I will stop rambling on and try to say goodbye again. I hope that you are all healthy and happy, and remember that it's your life. You're not hurting anybody doing cross stitch, so stitch what you want to stitch and stitch all the things, and start it if you want to start it, because why buy all the things and just keep it stuck in a drawer somewhere? It's meant to be started, and if the only person that cares about how many whips you have is you. So if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. All right, my friends, I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.